Your most valuable prep may not even cost you any money. Do you know what that might be? Hey, Provident Preppers, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Kylene. So, did you make great progress on preparing for a grid down event last week? Well, now it's time to switch our focus a little bit because we are on week 11 of our 3-month prep challenge. You are almost there. You've done such great work.
This week's focus may not even cost you any money, but it's so much more valuable than a lot of other things that we pay a lot of money for.
This week's prep focus is on skills. All of your supplies could be taken away in the blink of an eye, but what you know and the skills that you have, they're yours because you have earned them.
Let's extend this to our community as well, because in our community, we have all kinds of skills. Most of us can't know it all, but amongst us all, we have this tremendous set of skills and knowledge and experience that can make a huge difference.
This week's prep focus, we would like you to, number 1, make a list of skills that you feel might be valuable and select one for you to work on.
Number 2 is to inventory your skill set and those of your family and your group. And are there any skill sets that are missing?
Number 3, do you have skills that you might be able to share? Well, how about if you start to mentor somebody? Find somebody who might be interested in that skill and take the time to teach them.
And one of the important things that does is you teach others, you increase that skill and that knowledge for yourself. There's something about teaching that reinforces and strengthens us. And number 4, do you have the ability to grow a garden, to produce food?
This morning when I was just selecting some of the stuff in the garden that we had for this video, I was kind of impressed. I'm like, there is so much food that we can grow on our own, and eggs are so easy to produce. And you do have to have a little bit of land. But if you want to grow something like this oregano, all you need is a windowsill. Decide what you can do and somehow grow something with whatever space you have.
And it's important to note here that Mama has developed this skill over a long period of time. And there's so many people out there that are willing to share that with you. So take advantage of that.
And then, can you cook? Now, I have to just put a little thing in here for John's bread. So I don't know if you can actually qualify that as a skill. And yet, he makes the most fabulous loaf of bread. He has a Zojirushi bread maker, and he uses his engineer skills to very carefully weigh exactly the right amount of each ingredient and push the button. And 3 hours later, the house smells amazing, and there is this fabulous loaf of bread. So whatever you need to do to learn to cook or develop some of those skills, do it. And then for number 6, home preservation and storage. Once you have the things that you've grown in the garden, like this is bottled hamburger, we have bottled apricots. So learning to be able to preserve the food that you learn, or where to get others and preserve it so that you have it on your shelf, that's a really important skill.
And number 7, home repair and small engine repair, all kinds of things fit into that. And we'll include hunting and fishing. But there's one that we thought of that is also very important that it often isn't maybe considered part of that is leadership, the ability to lead out, to have the confidence to step up and say, okay, here's our situation, here's how we're going to deal with it, and get input from your group to help make that happen. But leadership is so important.
I just have to show this off. So this my sweet little daughter, Christy, made for me. This is one of the first things that she had made. And it's so special to me because she made it when she was learning. And now she can whip out anything she wants. But we have to begin somewhere. And now is a really good time to begin and start creating and learning the skills that you need, because they will make you incredibly valuable now and during challenging times.
To wrap this up, skills make you so valuable. Some of them cost you nothing. Maybe you have to pay for some of those skills, but whatever they are, magnify them and make them useful. And now for the question of the day. Did you turn off your power as part of your grid down experiment? How did it go? Share with us. And thanks for being part of the solution.